Welcome to July. It's time to plan, manifest, and create. We're still in an open time period of manifesting and creating these new adventures and experiences for your future. This is an optimal time for the first half of the month because all of the inner planets are moving direct, creating this opportunity to have flow with the universe to work with you. Look to the right people and resources to flow back to you. With the sun in Cancer, this is going to allow a time for you to reflect and focus on the important things in your life. You may feel a more deep connection to family or want to spend some more time with your inner circle. This is also going to allow for you to be able to clear out some old conflicts and put them to rest. What you need to know for your July 2023 astrology forecast. Hi, I'm Patricia Tate with willowgracemystic.com, and this is your astrology for July 2023. Capricorn and Capricorn rising. On July 3rd, you're going to have a full moon in your first house of self. I love this. The sun is currently in your seventh house of partnerships, relationships, your one-on-one relationships. It could be business partners or significant others, but it is reflecting all about you. To have a full moon in Capricorn is a really good time to view the results of your actions that you've taken and decisions that you've made from the past that have to do with you. Capricorn wants to work on projects that need precision and detail, things that can lead to great opportunities and success. Or the full moon can also illuminate what needs to still be corrected in order to move on. And the first house is associated with you. It's your body, it's your appearance, it's how you appear to others. It could signal some endings or culminations of this area of your life that have to do with an emotional time that maybe you're finalizing the finishing touches on something that has to do with how you look, how you act, coming to the end of a project, or initiating some changes in personality, or it could have to do with health. Next, on July 10th, Mars is the planet of initiation. Now, Mars is currently in your 8th house, and so this has to do with you were initiating some things that had to do with contracts that were signed with other people. It's the house of shared resources, so it could be alimony, child support, income with debt or taxes coming in. It's also the house of the occult and sex. And so Mars is now going to be moving on to the 9th house. And Mars in the very detailed sign of Virgo. This is a high energy. It's going to be very productive, taking a more passionate energy and drive to power through work, to make these lists and get organized so you can begin to tackle some projects one at a time that have to do with you connecting with maybe spirituality, maybe traveling, completing, working on a project that is writing or journaling. The 9th house is the house of foreign people, places, and things. It's connecting to spirituality, diving into different types of religion, but it's wanting to see the bigger picture of things. And this is where you're going to start to tackle things one at a time about what do you want to dive into. Next, on July 17th, you're going to have a new moon in Cancer. This is in your 7th house of partnerships. This new moon is a really great opportunity for you to set these intentions around your home, your family matters, partnerships, relationships. You might be wanting to remodel your home or possibly move or start a project that has to do with significant others. The 7th house is about being in partnership or intimate relationships. It's where you reassess your personal needs and the needs of others, of what is mine individually and intimacy. It's the house of best friends. It's the house of where I am working with a client. It's also the house of open enemies. So it's about finding a balance between these new things that you're going to be starting up. Next, on July 22nd, Venus is going to station retrograde. Now, Venus is in your 8th house. We've just talked about these shared resources, this money that could come to you, or these contracts. Remember, it's also about affairs or sex, and it's also about the occult. And so Venus is the planet of love and money and aesthetics, and it represents your values, finances, material possessions. Now stationing retrograde in the passionate sign of Leo, Expect to revisit people that you have that you maybe have had these contracts with, or that you've signed contracts with. Alimony, child support. This is money that comes to you through other resources. So it could be debt or taxes, or this could be like a prenup of some sort. It's basically contracts. And so expect to revisit these people, places, and emotions from your past. And it can be associated with money and love, especially since it's in the 8th house. It's not uncommon for people to resurface. Know that anybody who comes back around, it will only be for the next 40 days until September 4th. And this can make it a little bit more difficult to show love and express affection. You may show like too much or too little at this time, lacking this connection to your heart. Venus is the sign of relationships. Leo is extremely passionate and it wants to come from the heart. Venus retrograde in Leo is asking you to tune in and listen to your heart. Do I feel joyful in connection with this person? Do I feel alive in this relationship with this person? Do I feel connected with this contract that I have with them? Are you happy in your relationships? Leo is where you look to find experience joy and pleasure. Venus stations retrograde in the same sign every 8 years, and it activates a similar area of your chart, and it brings up similar themes to your attention. And so the last time Venus was retrograde in Leo was July to September of 2015. So think back to what was going on in your life back then for a similar theme. We also have the Sun entering Leo on the same day. So she's just left your partnership and now moving into the contracts, the shared resources, the partnership sector, that this is really going to illuminate this area of your life with love, creativity, and affection. And with Venus retrograde, there could be some bumps in the road or some challenges that you're going to need to work through. This is about you finding a healthy and positive way to use your creative energy and to show your love. So for an in-depth understanding of your chart, you can schedule at willowgracemystic.com. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe.